What up, tribe? It's your girl Raji, and I would like to welcome you to my podcast, The House of Cush, where the evolved hustlers come to learn more about rootwork, conjure, tarot, culture, astrology, and a little bit of everything in between. Today is Thursday, and we are going to be doing the Cush Almanac for today, as well as tapping into the daily horoscopes and a tribe reading for today. First and foremost, let me stop and say thank you guys so much for downloading and listening to the new podcast. If you are new here, I originally had a podcast called the Cush Concierge, and I had to kind of archive that. I don't know if y'all could still listen to it, but that was like my baby. So we have evolved into the House of Cush podcast, and I appreciate y'all for tapping in and supporting and listening. Thank you so much. If you're an OG, again, thank you so much for your continued support. It means the world to me, and I can't wait I've been doing the almanac for like the past month or so, but I know that eventually I will tap back into doing tribe talks, and we'll do more, book reviews and reading together. Right now, it's just such an interesting space that I'm in professionally, spiritually as well, and emotionally, because I have so many projects that I had to kind of put on the back burner because of like personal things that were going on. And now it's like, okay, I'm refining and reframing them to align with my current purpose, my current path or journey, whatever you want to call it. So, if you see me doing certain things, or if you see me kind of in and out, that's particularly why. It takes a lot of energy, and also just a lot of like emotional kind of shadow work, because certain things, and we'll get into that with tribe talk. I don't want to bore you guys with that part today, but I just need you guys to know I cannot wait. I'm so excited to pour into this or these projects like I was always supposed to, and continuing on my journey with you guys. So yeah, thank you. Shout out to the gang. Shout out to the tribe. I appreciate y'all. But yeah, back to the lecture at hand. Today is Thursday, and Thursday is ruled by Jupiter, y'all. Planet of expansion, growth, luck. Also a planet of spirituality as well. So today we are focusing in on power, luck, and if you are into the woo-woo, meaning if you're into doing root work, conjure, or just typical spell work, because I know all my listeners aren't practicing, voodoo and hoodoo work and conjure. So if you are into spell work, period, and you're into working with the planetary magic situation, today would be a good day to do workings for good fortune, health, and prosperity. Today is also a day you might do justice and authority spells as well. Today is also a good day to create protective and restorative charms. Now, Jupiter is kind of for the long game, just like Saturn. So I just feel like if you want to expand, if you want to grow, if you want things that stand the test of time, this is the energy that you be working with. Now, with the full moon still lingering, that full moon in Taurus energy, it's still going to be lingering. Now, if you are tuned into my daily podcast, my daily horoscopes on Patreon, you'll see that I said today was a waning gibbous moon in Gemini, and that is true. But it will shift it from Taurus into Gemini around about close to 4 o'clock today, Eastern Standard Time. So I don't know what time zone y'all in, but it is going to shift. Now, if you are familiar with working with any sort of moon phase, specifically the new moons and the full moons, you know that you get 3 days before and 3 days after to tap into that energy. So I most definitely would lean into that Taurus energy today to pull in what's needed to kind of move along quickly with that Gemini moon that's coming along later on this afternoon. You know, you gotta finesse the plug being the planets, y'all. Okay, keep it cute. The plug being the planets, baby. But yeah, like, you can kind of work with those two energies today. So you got a little while before it shifts all the way into Gemini. So let's see. Let me look at these transits today. Now, like I said, today we are tapping into Taurus Full Moon energy, shifting into Gemini. We are still retrograding in Saturn, Uranus, and Pisces, North Node, as well as Chiron in Aries. And I feel like it's like shifting what you want, what you desire. Also, today is going to be very much potent on your words. Words are important anyway, especially if you are a person that is new to this game, if you are just getting started, or maybe you're not, and this is just some information that needs to be reaffirmed to you. The easiest and quickest magic to do is going to be casting with your mouth, casting with your words, your thoughts. You know, that is the quickest thing. It's actually one of the pillars to Rootwork, Conjure, and spell work, aligning your thoughts, what you say, and, you know, calling that energy down or into reality. So today is another day to be very intentional about that type of energy. Now, in terms of absolute energy, which is what we're tapping into today, we got the moon canoes in Venus at 0 degrees. We've also got the moon is very, very busy today. Lilith is very busy as well. And when I say busy, 10:01 on the timestamp, it's me basically saying that there's a lot of these transits, these planets are transiting quite a few placements, okay? Other planets. So yeah, the moon is very busy, and it's giving you the free will to do things that you love, things that bring you joy, because with things that are balancing out in your life. Libra, like, what is beauty? Libra is justice, fairness, and I think maybe you've come to a point energetically or emotionally where it's like, this is what I want to do, this is how I feel, and I'm going to step into that with authority. Before I move forward, this is general, as are the readings, so if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Always check in with your personal placements as well, and if you guys are in need of a personal reading, you know, to click the link in my bio, and I'll be more than happy to get you in for a little reading today. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is kind of on a more broader tribe scale as opposed to just the individual. Now, if you do have planets, not necessarily the planets, my bad, y'all. If you do have a zodiac sign, you know, check and see how that transit is going to be affecting you. Okay, you are more than your sun sign, y'all. You have a plethora of planets in your chart. I always hear people be like, oh, I don't like Pisces, da 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 da. I don't like this person, they're a Pisces sun, etc. But that Pisces, and I'll use myself as an example. I'm a Pisces stellium gang all day. However, I'm also a Capricorn moon, and I also have a nice amount of fire placements in my chart. So you just gotta examine more than a person's sun sign, and more than just your sun sign as well. So that might be a little tip for somebody, because I'd be like, you was in a relationship with a Pisces, and a Pisces didn't appeal to you. But what was that Pisces Venus sign? And, you know, Venus is the planet of love. Venus is the planet of, you know, charm and beauty. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, their sun sign might be Pisces, but their Venus might be Aquarius. You just never know. So dig a little deeper moving forward. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, the moon in Taurus right now is going to be conjuncting Uranus in Gemini, which is retrograding. The moon is sextile Neptune in Pisces, which is also retrograding. And now we have Venus, which is conjuncts both Uranus and Neptune at 0 degrees. Then we have Mars sextile Pluto at 0 degrees, Jupiter trining Saturn in Pisces at 0 degrees, which is retrograding. Ooh, we've been having a lot of potent ass energy lately. But it's time though, y'all. It's time for a change. Uranus in Gemini, retrograding sextile Neptune in Pisces at 0 degrees. And then you got the North Node trining the Sun in Scorpio at 0 degrees. Okay. This is love-hate energy, but I feel like a lot of us are kind of being forced into the limelight or into the public eye, and maybe not necessarily a huge public eye, but just coming out of the shadows and doing what brings you joy, you know, your creative endeavors. Like, it's a force type thing, to be real, because the old ways are just not working, and the government has made it where it doesn't work anymore. You can't singularly rely on traditional employment all the way through anymore. It's not panning out. It's a renaissance happening, if you didn't know. And when I hear a lot of people say things like, oh, you just gotta try to do this, you gotta pull yourself up by your bootstraps, you gotta da-da-da-da, I'm always side-eyeing those types of energies, because I'm like, damn, shit is shifting. Things are changing. Stuff is no longer going to be the same. You know, the only thing constant is change. You'll hear me say that quite a bit. And I just feel like a lot of people are uncomfortable with that, because they've made their entire identity off of being this acceptable member of society. And when things go sort of left, and they have no identity outside of that, or not even just don't have an identity, but not comfortable with their gifts, talents, and abilities, they kind of project that shit off to other people. There are plenty of other countries and spaces that help out their citizens. There's universal health care, universal child care, and I've noticed a theme of people within this society, the United States of America, that feel like we should just be working ourselves to the motherfucking bone, not doing what we, work till you die. You know what I'm saying? You don't get a chance to cash in until you are 60, 70 years old on your Social Security. Then you got to prove yourself down, and then you got to fucking wait on them. You got to get approved. Like, it's just so much. And it's just like, coming to the realization that we exist in like a country of oppression. And I'm not saying just oppression for, black and brown. I'm oppression for women, oppression for creatives, oppression for anybody that is like bold enough to think outside of the fucking box. And this energy that we're in astrologically is pointing to the fact that a shift is happening, and it's a clear divide. Like, you can see, like, okay, me and these people don't align no more. I have been deleting so many motherfucking people off Facebook. Oh my God. And I am not even mad about it. Like, if I see you make a real ignorant ass post that is not in alignment with where I'm going, but you got to get the hell on up out of here, because why would I, just for fuck's sake, keep those types of energies around when clearly we no longer align in our values and beliefs. And no, everybody that you follow and etc., you know what I'm saying, they're not gonna always agree. You guys are not gonna have similar teams, but just the blatant disregard for women, the blatant disregard for children, people of color, the blatant disregard for people that believe, have other spiritual beliefs than you, and you got a strong, like, I'm not saying, my favorite color is pink and your favorite color is purple, or you like spaghetti just with garlic bread and I like my spaghetti with fried fish, you know what I'm saying? Not those types of differences. I mean the type of differences that shape the world as we know it, shape society as we know it. And with me being an Afro-Indigenous woman, a creative, a single mother, I'm just like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? You say single mamas don't deserve help. Well, hold the fuck on. I'm a single mama. I'm against like extreme patriarchy. Like, why can't we work together? Why can't there be a balance of masculine and feminine energy? And when people go against that shit, I be like, and women on that shit too, y'all. Like, it ain't just me and talking shit. I done seen a lot of women be like, get out and get a job. God damn, how many jobs are we supposed to have? To the point where you're not raising your kids. To the point, I'm going off on a tangent. But to the point where you're not raising your kids. To the point where you can't pursue your fucking hobbies. You know, you don't got a life outside of trying to survive. You know what I'm saying? And when you see another woman or whoever, you know, that you thought aligned, say shit, you'll be like, wait a minute, it's an op. It's a motherfucking op in the building. And I'm getting them ops up out of here, okay? It's just exposing, and ain't no, you know what I'm saying, ain't no hate, it's all love. We just don't align no more. We just I can't do it. I cannot do it. 1010 on the timestamp. I saw a person that I've been friends with for years, and I digested the fact that, you know, I'm accepting, like, if you see me talk about something that has to do with Christianity, right? Like, usually it'll be like, don't be so judgmental, you know? But I'm not going to down Christianity. Like, the basis of where I come from is the Southern Baptist Church. So I'm not going to down that shit, right? But when I see you, like, post some shit, and you're like, oh yeah, can't be listening to all kinds of music, and the music is like Beyonce, and Beyonce is like, you know, into ATR, which is African traditional religion, and you like, can't be listening to all that, can't be doing all that. And I'm like, well, goddamn, what you saying is being black is evil, being Afro-Indigenous is evil, being proud of your culture that is evil. I can't. It's an icky feeling. And it's a slippery slope, you know what I'm saying? But you have a choice, and so do I. And, you know, vice versa to my listeners. Like, you have a fucking choice to continue to just go along to get along. Now, here is where it becomes interesting. I don't know if y'all ever seen Birth of a Nation, or y'all deal with, you know, Harriet Tubman stories, or any sort of situation where we were trying to escape oppression and slavery. But it's very, very dangerous for people that want to go along to get along, to know your plans, know how you think, situations like that. It's a very dangerous, slippery slope. Every single time they was on their way to freedom trying to get away, it was always somebody they brought in and they thought they was cool and the fuck. So, yeah, I'd be expeditiously get your ass off my profile, because I'm a freedom fighter, baby. I don't believe in oppression at all. Okay. But yeah, so back to Let Your Hand. Lilith is quite busy. She's trining Jupiter as well as Saturn. So we are doing our fair share of shadow work and healing. And it's involving the home, spirituality, creativity, your dreams that you are wishing to harvest and bring into reality. We doing our fair share. Okay. Now let's get into these horoscopes, okay? Sun sign and rising, y'all. Sun sign and rising. If you do want to see the full horoscopes with the root work and the other guidance, go ahead and join my Patreon, tribe tier and up, or you can purchase them separately if you just want to tap in and support your girl, okay? Support a creator today. Thank you, and I thank you in my young Miami voice, and I thank you. But yeah, so with the moon dancing through Gemini, we are pulling from a fresh curiosity, mental movement as it continues to wax toward the fullness. Now, under the intense gaze of Scorpio season, conversations are going to get deeper than they seem. What's said casually today is definitely carrying energetic weight. So it's like, did you mean it like that? Yes, you most definitely did. Today is a day for verbal magic, okay? Like I told y'all, and divination through dialogue and aligning words with will if any day. And you know Taurus rules the throat chakra. Then you had yesterday with the Mercury energy. Then today the moon is about to shift over into Gemini. So Gemini is ruled by Mercury, talking, communication. You, I'm going with this? Okay, thanks. Now, let's get into it. Yeah. Spell work via the voice is major today. Now, Aries, the Gemini moon that is occurring later on this afternoon is going to stir your third house of communication, making your words carry extra fire. Conversations spark new ideas and collaborations, but you need to guard against impulsive responses. Confirmation, because baby, I have to pull myself in. I have to reel myself in. I swear, Facebook is so fucking messy. And I mean by like pushing your algorithm to like spark an emotional response. And I am gonna get off into it. My guides won't let me go there. Like, they'll fuck up what I'm trying to type. They won't let me they won't let me share it. Like, my guides step in. They be like, nah. Changing the words out and shit. I don't know if y'all got guys like that, but baby, mine be like, not today. We are not gonna get that energy today, okay? Or they might auto-populate a message. Do y'all guys do that to y'all? It's just me. Okay, anyway. Taurus, the moon lights your second house of wealth, aligning with Mercury and Venus to help you articulate your worth. Ask for what you deserve, whether it's financially or energetically. Gemini, the moon rests in your sign, amplifying your charm and your curiosity. You're magnetic, but be selective about where you place your attention. Cancer, the Gemini moon activates your subconscious, stirring dreams and intuition. Hidden truths surface. Don't ignore your gut, okay? Don't ignore your intuition today. You are ruled by the moon. Leo, the moon energizes your 11th house of vision and influence. Your charisma draws people in. Use it to rally support behind a project or goal. Virgo, the Gemini moon is highlighting your 10th house of career and recognition. Opportunities emerge through conversations or media. Speak up about your achievements. Libra, the moon expands your 9th house of truth and wisdom. You may be craving freedom mentally, spiritually, or even physically. Scorpio, the Gemini moon touches your 8th house of transformation. Emotional transparency creates breakthroughs. Don't fear depth. It's your power. Sagittarius, the moon moves through your 7th house, bringing clarity to your partnerships. Words matter. Choose collaboration over competition. Okay, teamwork made the dream work. Capricorn, the Gemini moon energizes your 6th house of work and well-being. New systems or digital tools can streamline your hustle. Aquarius, the moon illuminates your 5th house of creativity and self-expression. Inspiration arrives through playful conversation or art. And finally, Pisces, the moon moves through your 4th house of home and ancestry, stirring reflection on roots and emotional safety. That's the horoscope, y'all. Now, again, if you want to tap in, get a little root work tip, little guidance, look into my Patreon, and you guys can check that out now. Also, what else want to say? Oh, yeah, y'all, so guess what? And I'm bringing these up. And I might tap into this with a tribe talk. I know y'all probably like, damn, what a tribe talk is. I'm coming, y'all. When I'm in a space, right? Don't do that. See what I'm saying? I don't got time for that bullshit. Okay, let me just be quiet. I just saw some shit. Somebody said some real weird shit. And I just been leaving, like, voluntarily. That was so random. That popped up, like, on my notifications. That's so weird. Anyway, I ain't gonna lean into it. But when I'm in a mode, like I'm a Capricorn moon, I tell y'all this all the time, okay? And when I'm in a mode, like whilst very emotional, I can put all that shit to the side and get to it. So when I be in a mode, I go into Capricorn moon mode. And I know how to, that's why I say don't believe all that sun sign shit, because I can separate my feelings. Shit. Anyway, I can separate them hoes. And what I'm doing right now is really focusing in on my work and my goals right now. And I just like, not to say I haven't dealt with things emotionally, because obviously I process, but I'm processing through creating. I'm processing by like doing work. Like that's how I'm processing. So ride with me, okay guys? Ride with me. But yeah, so I have been writing these books and writing poetry, journal entries, Dear Diary, no podcast for so long. And I've had these drafts. I've had these books that were already written, certain parts, books, shit I hadn't finished, here or there, whatever. So now I am deciding to go ahead and start to put up these drafts. So if you want to tap into my free Patreon tier for now, I am putting one of my first books, Journey to Cush, the rough drafts, up on Patreon on the free tier for you guys to read and to kind of see where I'm like going with these. I got a really good download from a guy who practices a completely different set of magic than I do. That's why I say you never know where you could get messages from, but just authenticity and the lore. So I'm back into giving y'all the lore, like who I am, why I am, and what's been going on to a degree, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, check that shit out, because it's a good story, and eventually it will go behind a paywall, because it's gonna be a book. But just the rough drafts and just kind of seeing the energy, and also giving people help with shadow work, because when I be posting on like threads and stuff, and even Facebook, like people will be like, well, what am I supposed to do, and I don't know what to do with this energy, and where do I go? And I'm like, okay, clearly it's time for me to start back, put myself out there with certain situations and how I work through things, because people need that. Also, creatives, like the Evolved Hustler ebook is a big deal to me right now, because we are in a season of revamping ourselves, renaissance energy. So I just feel like certain things are necessary right now. And the Journey to Cush, the rough drafts, I think you guys will enjoy that. I think you will find it relatable, and I think it could inspire you as you move through these unperilous times, Because baby, these shit, oh God, they crazy. Yeah. I'm telling y'all, when I see some shit I don't like now, at first I used to be like, oh my God, da. When I see some shit now, I just get your ass off my timeline. Because you're not finna disrupt my peace with those crazy thoughts. You're not finna disrupt my peace. Like, But anyway, let's open these roads. Alright, Spirit, thank you so much for opening the roads for the tribe. For me, on behalf of the tribe, let me keep it cute. Thank you so much for covering and protecting me as I go on this journey. And thank you so much for the gift. I don't abuse the gift. I honor it. I appreciate it. I love it. I respect it. I say what you got for us today. No pun intended. But yo, I'm not with that bullshit. Not now. I'm trying to write. I'm trying to create. I'm trying to finish strong for the year. And I mean the year being like when my birthday come around, when spring come around, not necessarily the Gregorian calendar year. And I really just don't have time right now. And I'm laughing because we water signs can be so empathetic to our detriment. Oh my God. And I'm just like, I done put enough resources up for y'all. No shade, all tea. I done put enough resources up. I have, you know what I'm saying? Hey now. Because I got something to do. You know, and it's all love. It's all love. All love. But that's why, you know, I was telling y'all my biggest thing is to teach you how to fish. You know, teach you about getting to the water. You know what I'm saying? That's my biggest thing. Now, I may switch after listening to old boy. I feel like maybe that was a message for me. He did say something about mentorship, and he kind of changed my perspective just a little bit on it. I'm still kind of wondering where I want to go with that. But I feel like God wanted me to see, you know, Spirit's like, okay, let me give you some downloads here. Because, you know, everybody's not the same. It's not always going to end up like that. You just have to have boundaries, and you have to kind of create systems where it doesn't end up that way. So I'm toying with the idea after getting that download yesterday and being shown that video. So I'm like, we may have a mentorship. Maybe. We'll see. I'm still. He kind of got me to switch it up a little bit. I was like, all right, maybe I'm being a little bit, you know, bah humbug about it. But people would have you looking like, what the fuck? How is you cool? Oh, leave it to me to have like such dark humor. Oh my gosh. But it's serious. You fuck your reputation up, man. Fuck your flow up. Messing with the wrong group of people. You know? But I'm also hearing, you know, everybody's not going to be like that. All situations won't be that way, you know? So I'm willing to give it another thought. So anyway, yeah, let's see what's going on. So we got the Father Sims in reverse, which is Sagittarius energy for the past. Presently, we've had the 8 of Knives in the upright. Collectively, we have the Big Queen, which is Empress energy, and that's Aries. So we got heavy fire sign energy right now. Near future, we've got the 8 of Baskets in the reverse. Overall, we've got the Ace of Knives in the reverse. So let's see here. There's a very like unstable energy from your past. This could be a Sagittarius, and someone seems to have, unfortunately, you know, sometimes you have to choose you is what I'm getting. Yeah, someone didn't want to see the reality, you know, of a situation. And there's been a decision, or you could be at a crossroads because you're, you know, like yesterday, my message, you are the wolf. You know, you're a wolf. You are the empress. You are the leader. You know what I'm saying? And you need to get your mind right because there's a lot of codependent attachments from your past that have tried to skew reality, skew facts, you know, even downright lying to you, you know, so that you wouldn't walk away, you wouldn't detach and become your higher self, right? You know. Now tell me about the Father Sims in reverse. Maybe without knowing or without all the facts, someone was making unrealistic decisions, thinking that it would end their stagnation, this Sagittarius energy. And this is a karmic Sagittarius, y'all, so it don't apply, let it fly. And they thought that they could end their own stagnation by being selfish and withholding resources, withholding knowledge, withholding care. Mother of Coins in reverse. This could be someone in your family. There's a significant investment here. Someone could be ashamed of the fact that they haven't been able to build their own legacy. So they didn't want you out here building yours. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Coins in reverse. You've gotten clarity about this individual. It's hard to miss people's true intentions in their spirit these days. Like, if you are missing some shit, it's because you want to miss it, okay? But yeah, you got this Sagittarius energy here, this Temperance energy, that they just couldn't handle you being the Empress. They couldn't handle you taking charge and leading your own pack. Tell me about the Eight of Knives. So you could be at a crossroads when it comes to this relationship, this family member, this friendship, because there's a cycle that's remained open. Okay, so I got the Garden and the Strength in reverse. So what it's telling me presently is you need to make a decision about this, because you're going to continue this cycle of weakness, Leo, here, if you don't, because this situation isn't going to change. Okay, Devil in reverse, Capricorn. Yeah, we've got a mother figure, mother of baskets. You need to take care of yourself. You need to follow your intuition. This cycle's never going to end, you know. This person may be trying to conceal some sort of weakness. Again, concealing their pride. But the situation, they're intimidated by your growth. They're intimidated by who you're meant to, confirmation, who you're becoming, who you're truly meant to be. So you got to decide, you know. And it was so funny because I saw this post by the spiritual whistleblower. She still comes across my timeline. And she was talking about like your family and how right now the holidays and shit, your family be trying to reach out to you and bring you back into the fold. And she was just basically like, resist. If you cut them off, resist, because like basically they have no one else to bully, they have no one else to be the scapegoat, and they're trying to reel you back in. This is an energy situation, this is a spiritual situation, and you need to be knowledgeable of that, whether you a man or a woman, you know what I'm saying? Because the energy is not masculine, you know what I'm saying? This is not gender, this is energy, right? But anyway, confirmation. So yeah, you've got this big queen energy, and this person doesn't want you to see that. They want to hide this from you. They want to keep you in the shadows with the big mama in reverse. Leo is significant again. And they have done quite a bit, daughter of coins, to make sure that... Oh, hold on. Someone's invested long-term in keeping you unstable. Dr. Grant in reverse, Virgo energy here. Keeping you out of this reality. These people, they want to keep you ungrounded in your partnerships, your relationships, your decision-making. Courting card here. Someone could have believed that some sort of black magic, black hermit in reverse, Gemini energy would amass them this wealth. They could manipulate this situation, because I got the Wheel of Fortune, and they would get your harvest in the end. Near future, what's the Eight of Baskets? So in the near future, you are going to experience a situation where there going to be some codependent attachments, possibly a father figure. This person may have prominent water sign placements, but there's going to be some emotional teens that are going to come to the surface. But Spirit needs you to know that this is all strategy. 7 of Knives. 7 weeks could be significant. Somebody's going to try to switch up the way they do things. This could involve a Hierophant in reverse, a Taurus energy. This person could be coming in quickly. 8 of Sticks, 8 days. Someone's going to try to communicate with you in 8 days. Taurus could be significant. This person withheld some sort of help from you in the past. 6 of Coins in reverse. And they did this because this was all strategic. This Father of Knives in the upright, King of Swords, this was strategic. This person is someone that you should definitely continue to keep your guard up. 10 of Knives in the upright, 10 of Swords, because of that betrayal. And you are entering a space where 5 of Sticks in the upright, you're overcoming whatever challenges, gossip and, people just going against you. So be mindful. 6 of Baskets. This person is not someone you should be rekindling anything with. They're having a hard time making peace with the fact that it's like they want to obstruct your free will. This is some sort of high level energy that turned around and became an enemy through betrayal. Someone could be collaborating with a group of people in your family to stop you from evolving, to stop you from making peace truly with the situation. So expect even like random energy from your families. Like they could know that this person is toxic for you, and then trying to all of a sudden encourage you to heal things or to accept an apology. 1 month is significant. You need to realize something from the past about this situation with the 7 of Coins in the reverse. This is not something that can be fixed. 3 of Knives. And this person could be worried right now because you've recognized a situation that they could have been trying to conceal from your knowledge. 2 of Knives in reverse. Possibly about a new family or a new endeavor. You just birthing a new start. And they were seeking to burden you. 10 of Sticks in reverse. This person's burdened. And then I got the Scorpio energy here with the Ancestor card, which is a Death card. They're burdened because this shit is over. And you're experiencing a rebirth after, life after death, right? This person could have thought that they would bully you, John Horse in reverse, to get some sort of inheritance or wish fulfillment. And they've been encouraged to take some action quickly, like one day, because they've made some sort of decision or observation, Libra. They made some observation about a Miss Ida energy, a High Priestess. A High Priestess is lost control of a situation or a masculine energy. Or maybe this person may be thinking you wouldn't realize that they were abusing the system to their advantage. Libra could be very significant here. And now there's a secret that's going to be coming out, or a Cancer could reveal a secret to you that is going to help you heal and move on from this disappointment. You're recovering regardless. What's the Ace of Knives in reverse? Somebody lied or tried to create the illusion that they weren't the ones fighting you. 7 of Sticks in reverse. Daughter of Baskets. They weren't fighting you. This person, it's like, I'm just seeing like a control freak. Like this is the energy of like control freaks. Like these people ain't got no fucking business. Like you being the main character has got to be exhausting because they live for you. They breathe for you. You know what I'm saying? And all the while pretending like you don't fucking matter, right? Yeah. They seem to have lost some sort of control here, some sort of investment, and they want to avoid this Tower with the Tower card in reverse by destroying you in its entirety, destroying your ability to change. Like this is like some sort of like emotional blowback here. This person has a plan that they intend on carrying out. And now that you've stepped into this independence, this person seems to be in disbelief because Aquarius could be significant because they move so recklessly, and now they can't believe it. They can't believe you're not talking to them. You could not be like receiving any sort of messages here. You just don't want the responsibility of having to deal with this person's lies and their deceit, you know. It's slowing down your progress. It's slowing down your ability to move forward. And someone feels some type of way about that shit. Like, you won't let me abuse you. You won't let me trick you. So I'm mad. Like, truly just demonic ass energy. This Hierophant in reverse. This Taurus energy. I split the deck, but OMG. They feel like, you know what I'm saying, they'll do whatever to make sure they reach their goals, right? They'll do whatever to, like, change the trajectory of them, like, their own lives, except for, like, handling their own shit, stepping into their own divinity, you know. For some odd reason, they feel like taking you down is gonna help them. Like, these are truly like NPCs. These are like dark demonic ass energies. Like, and if we get into etymology, which I'm not going to do today, it changes your perspective on certain words. But so I have to include the dark part, because it's like they don't want to accept, like, they don't want to deal with themselves. Like, this is like darkness, like people looking to feed off of the collective. Just like, how dare you not let me feed off of you forever type shit. Like, crazy. They mad because you won't accept the offer that you know is false. You know? Like, you know it's bullshit. You know the energy is bullshit. And they're mad because you're stepping into your higher self. And, you know, they were looking to hide this. They were looking to keep you in the shadows. And you just won't stay quiet. You won't shut the fuck up. They were thinking they'd be able to collect. They were thinking they'd be able to build. Yeah, somebody's taking another look-see here. This is crazy. The ancestors are like, child, boo, get me out of here. Yeah, these people, they were trying to hold you back because there's some sort of knowledge that somebody holds some sort of knowledge about a situation. There's more trouble ahead for your family here. This could involve an air sign. These people wanted to keep you unemployed or lack some sort of collaboration. They didn't want anyone working with you. I'm looking at the back of the deck now. But you have survived whatever sacrifice they were trying to do towards you. These people are afraid of your independence, afraid of your ability to accept your differences. Like, they want to make you feel like the oddball out, so you will join them type energy. Like, you want to be different, you know? And it's like, yeah. So it's like some bully shit. Like, their main goal is to make you feel weird for not wanting to assimilate. Strange. Now, Page of Swords in reverse. There's someone that you're not talking to. Also could be a Leo, but I'm also seeing here with this Page of Swords to the strength. Someone doesn't want you to know your strength. Someone doesn't want you to know your strength. So they made the decision recently to acquire some sort of knowledge, to have a victory with the Six of Wands here by tearing down your legacy or your foundation so you wouldn't get your wish fulfillment. This is the truth. This is an air sign. This is a Leo. Someone has some sort of knowledge. The person's made a decision here. Or you could have made this decision because you in the upright, Queen of Swords in the upright. Yeah, you could have made a decision to tap into some sort of knowledge or information or learning, you know what I'm saying? You chose to learn more about yourself, and this is why you're being held in high honor, and your family's ashamed because they didn't get their wish fulfillment. This is truth. Again, we have this sun in the reverse. So this is a big deal. Them keeping you in the shadows. They're trying to hide you from a path. The Fool in reverse. trying to hide a path from you by manipulating you. This 7 of Swords in reverse. Manipulating you into thinking that you're not helpful or people won't help you. Yeah. Hold on, then we got the Hierophant again. Yeah, so it's like trying to like fuck with your reputation. Like, this is a group of psychos, if you ask me. You seem to have freed yourself from whoever this Taurus is and possibly this Leo. You're no longer able to be trapped. So, and this is because they weren't willing to put in the work to measure up, right? So this is how you was able to release this burden. You kept going, endurance. They may have won the race, but you won the marathon. You had endurance. You kept going. 2 of Wands in the upright confirms that. You kept going. You may have been able to foresee that in the end, this would be profitable. This would be substantial. Ace of Pentacles to the 2 of Wands. You saw that if you stuck it out, eventually you would be able to reap the rewards and the benefits, right? So now you've got this group of people wanting to collaborate with you. This Emperor in reverse, Aries. This person may be trying to get you to like share some responsibility here because he doesn't have any other options. There's some information coming out that he knows, possibly about your living situation or your family. This person could want to know where you live. But whatever it is, it hasn't been working. He hasn't been able to end you. So now this person is trying to come back or keep you from moving on. Now this is going to keep you slow and unable to accomplish your goals. So the way you escape poverty is to release yourself from this attachment. The Devil in reverse again, y'all, Capricorn. Because this person is acting as though this person's taking action. This could be a Cancer as well, or it can involve a Cancer. There's a Cancer here that's moving passionately to expose some sort of secret here or information. Temperance in reverse, Sagittarius. Secret exposed. In reality, this person just doesn't, either they're not happy or don't want to see you happy. So there's a relationship here. Yeah, they want to come in. I got the 2 of Cups to the Queen of Cups. They want to come in because they know you're a nurturer. And whatever energy that they're stagnating in, you'll help them. Now, there's regret here now. Yeah, they regret this because now they see you as the Empress. Now they see you as someone who can cultivate and grow and do. But they doubted you and they did so much shit on the back end that your spirit team is really not fucking with their existence in your current reality. The Lovers in reverse to confirm. Yeah, you had to end this partnership, or when you ended this partnership, they tried to hold you back, turn you into the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, because they were upset. Ace of Cups in reverse, and they were upset that you stood in your power and you took the opportunity. You took hold of the opportunity. This person, your spirit team ain't letting you fuck with this person or these people, because they went into doing dark magic. The left hand without being righteous about that shit, Gemini. That's why, they did this because they ain't want you to accomplish your goals and your plans. And they were going to keep doing it. They was going to keep coming. The Chariot in reverse until you lost it all. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Now, these people are under judgment, Libra. Since you've walked away, since you've been gone, these people are under judgment. So there is some new information being presented here. They want to come in and they want to talk. They want to heal this situation. They want to fix it. But this King of Swords in reverse and this King of Cups in reverse, as well as this King of Wands in reverse, I see the 5 of Swords in the upright. These people are trying to win this battle. by any means necessary. Yeah. Don't give them the ability to control you. You know, you might not want to see it as a betrayal, but you'll lose this fight if you don't enter this from a grounded space. This Virgo here is, this is patriarchy. This is a bunch of motherfucking mad ass nickels. Or men for my sisters from another mister. Bunch of mad men. Mad Max, mad men. Mad men, mad that they have been exposed and they can't fight you out in the open, you know, because they don't want to be seen as betrayers. They don't want to be seen as the people who are attacking one person. So they trying to throw the rock and hide their fucking hand. Someone could believe that partnering with you will stop you from taking action. You've got an Aquarius, you've got a karmic fire sign trying to control a situation, again, by inserting some sort of battle to hurt you. Someone could believe, or this Aquarius could believe, that these people are working together. Hold on. Someone sees your work. They got an issue with whatever it is you looking to do. Separate yourself from a situation too. Somebody could have tried to extend an offer. Now they're scared because you're not acting out the way they thought. Yeah. It's not fair. It's not right what they did to stop you from having this new offer, this new life. Trying to keep you upset consistently, here to slow you down and keep you stagnated when you're truly the high priestess. And this cycle hasn't closed out, or it won't close out until you recognize shit for what it is. Damn, we at the 60-minute mark, y'all. All right, y'all. So here's what it is, and here's what it's gonna be. Family ain't always family, and anybody had you fucked up in the past, you need to leave their ass right there in the past. If this message resonates, don't forget to follow, like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. You never know who it can help. And if you're in need for private booking or any sort of spell work, click the link in my bio, and I'll be more than happy to work with you today, tomorrow, and the next day if the work is in alignment. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. I love you guys so much. And most definitely, we will chat soon. Love you, mean it. Bye.